Hey guys, thank you for tuning back into my video. My name is VELDOGG, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a pasta neck bone stew. Exactly like this. Herb, this is some ziti right here. This is what I'm going with. I got 1 can of diced tomatoes. This is like roasted fired tomatoes. 1 can of tomato paste right here. I have 2 cups, well not even 2 cups, these are like 6 cups of water. I think I'm going to need about 6, but I'm not for sure, so it might be 6 to 5. So I got 2 of those. I have some no salt seasoning right here. I have some crushed red bell peppers. I said bell peppers. Crushed peppers, flakes. This right here is some adobo. This right here is some steak seasoning. This is like, what is it called? Buttery steak seasoning. Butter House. Alright, these are my gloves I'm going to be using. This right here is some coriander. Guys, sleeping on that coriander. I cook for real. This is black pepper. This right here is some garlic granulated. And this is some Knorr chicken bouillon. Right here, okay? Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started. This is like about 4 pounds of neck bones right here. They've been washed and sitting out for about 2 hours. Room temperature. I'm going to cook it in my pressure cooker. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this pot out so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'll put that in here like so. Go ahead and get my spoon so I won't have to hear from the police, the YouTube police. Alright. I'm going to go in here with like about 2 tablespoons of the chicken bouillon. These are heaping. Alright. Just like so. Alright, granulated garlic. I like a lot of garlic in mine. I'm just going to go 1 heaping tablespoon of that. Black pepper. I'm going to come with like a teaspoon of that, fam. Just like that. Look like a tablespoon. So excuse me when you hear this heat pop on. It is winter time. Now I'm going to come with like a teaspoon of this coriander. You're going to come in here with this buttery steakhouse seasoning, like a teaspoon of that. I'm going to come with a tablespoon of this adobo. That's where most of your salt going to come from. Alright? Alright. Now, pepper flake. Yeah, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of that in there. You ain't got to put that much in there. I like mine to have a little kick to it, so I'll probably say a ½ a teaspoon or something. Alright, and no salt seasoning. We're going to come with a tablespoon of that too. This have all type of different stuff in there. It got like red bell peppers and all type of different things in there. Let's see, yeah, red bell peppers, granulated onion, citrus, stuff like that in there, or whatever. Alright. Got a whole bunch of different stuff in there. So that's how that looks up in there. Alright. So, we're going to move this stuff out the way. Been a while since I did a video for you guys. I'm trying to get back on the right track, guys. I've been going through hell and hot water. I lost so many people in my family. It's ridiculous. So I have to get my mental together, and it's still not quite there. So just bear with me, guys. I really appreciate your support and all the love that you give me. So let me bring this over here, my pressure cooker. I'm going to put this up in here. And I'm going to pour this water in here. This is 1 of the 3 cups. And you got to remember, you got the pasta that's going in there. So yeah, 3 cups. Exactly. Alright. Okay, that's that. I like to switch it around a little bit. Now if you want to, you can put some bell peppers and onions in this. if you want to. All right. But I'm not going to do all that today because I don't have it. How about that? I'm just messing with you. But let me plug this up. It's sitting on the table. All right, we got that plugged up, fam. Put this lid on here. Boom. You hear that? Now I'm gonna come around here, press on this meat. This is like the chicken one. We're gonna put this on 1 hour. We're gonna let that cook. When that get done, and then we'll show you what we'll be doing next. See you guys in a minute. Much love. Okay, fam, I'm back. When it get down to about 20 minutes, I really want to check on it. It's at 22 right now. Okay, fam, I'm back. We're just gonna check on this real quick. I'll get this. Yeah, that's tender. It ain't all the way tender, but it's tender enough. So we're going to put these diced fiery tomatoes up in here. Yeah, if you guys want to, please put the bell peppers and onions in there if you eat it. Alright. Now I'm going to put some of these ziti in here. I'm going to put serum there because they will blow up. I'm going to put that in there. And we're going to let this cook again. This time with the lid off till these noodles swell up. And so how you do that is you just push this button right here. You can't put the lid on there when you push this button right here, okay? This is a saute button. It'll start bubbling all over again. If you want to at this point, you can taste the broth or whatever the case may be to see if you got enough sodium or whatever. I think it's good. And you will get some fat juice in there so that you know. Now, how you get that out is what you want to do is take a paper towel and like damp on the top like that. Let me see if I can do it for you guys. This is what I do. I like just go across the top like so, lightly. Try to get some of that grease. I think that's about good enough right there. So I'll just put this over here. Alright, we're going to let that go. I did taste it. For me, the salt is on key for me, but I will put some oregano or some basil or something in there. So, oregano. Get you about a teaspoon maybe. I got some Italian seasoning. I'm just going to put a little bit of that in there. That's it. I'm going to let that finish cooking and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, fam, I'm back. I'm just going to turn this off. I don't want this stuff popping up on me, so I'm going to put the tomato paste in here. Good old comfort soup. Pasta neck bones soup. Okay, we'll get this stuff off of there. The noodles ain't quite done, but I don't want it to soak up all that juice. So I'm putting it in there now. I'm going to turn this back on. Turn it back on 20. I'll cook that down for about 5 minutes. Stir this up. So I was doing this to collect bones. Like, well, I probably got them all out by now, but as it go, it will cook down. So like here's one right here I'm trying to get. So like, See how I got this bone right here, these little flat bones? So I was just taking those out. These are the flat bones right here that I accumulated. You can see that. Yep. So those, well, I don't want in there. So we're just gonna let this cook for about a good 5 minutes. And then I'll serve it up. Show you how it looks and serve it up. But yeah, it's getting there. A little bit watery. But the noodles ain't all the way done, so that you know. Yeah, this call this hood food or survival food or whatever you want to call it. This is how me and my family get down. These are some of the recipes from my aunties, mamas, and grandmothers and stuff like that. Alright. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and let this finish cooking for the next 2 or 3 minutes. And I'm going to shut it off and fix a bowl for you guys and show you how it looks. See you guys in a minute. Alright fam, I'm done. This is my pasta neck bone stew or soup. So this is how that looks. I got a little Tabasco. You can do this with some cornbread or whatever, or some garlic bread. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that up close. See if I can block some of that. So that's how that looks. Alright, pasta neck bone soup or stew. Alright, put that back right there. Give you guys a taste. I'm gonna go up in here and get a taste. Because I'm gonna throw down on that right here for you guys. There you go, fam. Y'all get that bite right there. Alright. Tastes real good. That must be busted. The noodles al dente. Your boy about to ready to throw down on this. Like I said, sorry for not uploading like I used to. I told you I had a lot of deaths and health issues, all types of crazy stuff. I had diabetes, type 2 diabetes, not because of this. It's a lot of stuff going on in my head, a lot of emotional, a lot of stress and all this and that. But guess what? I beat it. It took me 3 months to beat type 2 diabetes. And if I can do it, you can do it. Saying that to say this, I love you guys. A happy New Year's. And I'll see you guys next time in VELDOGGS Kitchen. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget that you already know. Oh, my bell messed up, y'all. Hit that bell. Hit that bell so you too can be notified next time I upload another delicious recipe. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. VELDOGGS Kitchen. Much love and God bless.